Camelot is a child welfare and behavioral health organization that works with children and families in the community who are experiencing abuse and neglect, mental health, domestic violence, substance abuse, as well as other issues that occur in families, with the idea that this family is at risk of being separated. Our role is to go in and help that family stay together. We work with the children, we work with the families. Our staff will go into the home and provide services and interventions to keep that family together so that they don't end up separated, obviously, but also the kids don't end up in a higher level of care or outside of their community or outside of their family. We want families to stay together as our primary goal.
I think it's important for the community to know about the work of Camelot because I don't think people understand the wealth of information that is here, the wealth of support, and the important work that Camelot does, not just for adoption or adoptive parents, but for everyone, for the birth parents, for the foster children, for all the parties that are involved, and how they help us to grow and develop and give futures to these children.
Our treatment foster care program is a program designed to help kids who have mental health and behavioral issues. It gives them a little extra guidance and support from the foster parent. The foster parent receives additional training hours and support to help them work with the child, to help them overcome any behaviors they've been experiencing or mental health issues they've had along the way.
Our Family Safety and Preservation Services program, or FSPS program, utilizes an evidence-based model of treatment called Functional Family Therapy Child Welfare. We work with families in the Palm Beach community that have reports called into the hotline, and our ultimate goal is to keep families together and to create connections to the community, maintain those connections, and create self-sufficiency.
Camelot is a wonderful place to work because there's such diversity in the people who come with different talents, different strengths. They come together to work on a common goal, and that's to serve our children and families. And so when I come to work, I'm excited about the work. And I'm here for hours, not worried about the time, but really worried about how do I get this done so that we can better serve our children and our community.
I've been in 3 different roles, but always working in one of the juvenile justice programs for Camelot. And having lived and worked in the state of Florida and right now in Palm Beach County, I've had a relationship with juvenile delinquents in the juvenile justice system for about 20 years. So it's so important and relative to me because I know that the work that we're doing is quality in the juvenile justice system and in the detention centers themselves. So I feel like it's just another step for me in the work that I've done and my longevity in the juvenile detention centers.
So our program is really not a one-size-fits-all. We really try to serve the needs of each family individually. We like starting with the families in the home clinically for a period of time, usually between 6 to 12 months, in order to just help them to kind of jumpstart that healing process, give them some tools and let them work through these tools. And we've noticed as kids progress through developmentally, depending on their childhood trauma, that things come up. You know, they come up again, you might not have any issues for a while, we hit a plateau, and then a year later or 2 years later, you know, we're seeing some blips again and we might need some help. So our program never really goes away. We start with families pre-adoptive and then continue for the longevity of the post-adoption life. And then that's why we offer these support groups and the Facebook page and all these other wonderful things to kind of add to it so that when they're a little bit more off the grid in terms of we're not in the home clinically, we can still be you know, a touchstone for them that they can reach out to and bounce different ideas or say, hey, I need you to come back in.
Our in-home counseling program provides a vital service to families within the communities that we serve. There are many families that are experiencing stresses, children who are experiencing stresses, and we're able to send therapists to their home to provide the families the counseling, the support, the interventions that they need in order for them to be successful, to feel good about themselves, to create inroads in their relationships, and to keep families together.
The independent living program is several different opportunities that are afforded to youth transitioning out of licensed foster care. We have the Extended Foster Care Program, or EFC. That is a program where youth that have not completed their high school diploma are able to remain voluntarily in our program from the age of 18 until 21, or 22 if they have a disability. And we provide case management services, we assist with housing, and any other supports that they may need to complete their educational or employment development goals.
So the juvenile justice program is actually a comprehensive, what we call a comprehensive health program, but there's two prongs to that. One side is the mental health and substance abuse side, and the other side would be considered medical. However, in order for us to be effective, they have to be married. We have to work hand in hand. The medical part of the program and the mental health and substance abuse program, we work very closely as a team, but we each have different credentials. So for example, if I'm a mental health clinician, I'm licensed, I have a lot of experience working in mental health, particularly with juveniles. We're licensed by the state of Florida to provide substance abuse services and treatment in the detention centers. And we can only do that in working with our medical partners, our doctors, our APRNs, our nurses, who help us do any type of medication management, who we work with, of course, the detention center officers on safety and security, behavior. So in order for us to be effective, we have to work as a team.
And I think one of the most valuable things about Camelot Community Care and the work that we do is that we truly address the whole family. It's at the core of what we do, our children and youth in foster care, preventing children and youth from going into foster care, taking care of those children and youth if they are not reunited with their family. But truly we focus on the whole family, including the family after we've reunited, after we have had adoption.
What I would share with someone that wants to be a foster parent is patient, and you have to really, really want to do it. It has to be something from the inside out. You have to have a heart to deal with these kids because they're going to have problems, but you have to be there for them.
Our website is CamelotCommunityCare.org. There you can find our programs, special events, and news on our behavioral health services that we provide here. Come check us out.